this video, I will explain you the pointer concepts in C programming. Before we move on to this pointer concept, let me explain what is memory and how your memory has been organized. Basically, memory is a storage area where you can able to store your data and program. How your memory has been organized? It is divided into number of location wherein each and every location is assigned a memory address. Basically, these memory addresses are hexadecimal values. Then now we move on to pointer. What is a pointer? Pointer is a variable which is used to hold a memory address. Unlike other variables, pointer variable will not hold a value, but it holds a memory address. Then how to declare a pointer variable? Like other variables, pointer variable should also be declared before it is being used. How to declare? Int star p. So p is my pointer variable. This prefix star specifies p is my pointer variable. What this data type specifies? Basically, my pointer variable is going to hold a memory address. Pointer variable is a variable which is going to hold address of another variable. So it is holding a memory address. Memory address contains some value. Okay, the data type of the value should match with this data type. Okay, so what this data type specifies? The data type of the value which is stored in the memory address pointed by this pointer variable. And then we will see what are the operators supported by your pointer variable. Okay. First one is memory address operator. Other one is indirection operator. Okay. So what is the symbol allocated for this memory address operator? This is symbol ampersand. For indirection, the symbol is star. Both this memory address operator and this indirection operators are unary operator, which means I can attach a single operand with this operators. Okay. For example, if I use this memory address operator, this memory address operator can be attached with a variable. So what it returns? This memory address operator is going to return memory address of this variable. If I use this indirection operator, it can be attached with pointer variable. So your memory indirection operator is going to attach with the pointer variable. What it will return is, basically pointer variable holds a memory address. If I use this indirection operator with the pointer variable, it returns the content of this memory address or the value stored in this memory address, that is pointed by this pointer variable. So memory address operator returns a memory address of the variable. Pointer indirection operator is going to return a value which is stored in the memory address pointed by this pointer variable. Let me explain this pointer concepts, how to declare a pointer, how to work this operators with an example program. Inside this main function, in the declaration section, I have written 3 statements. When compiler compiles this statement, what your compiler will do? Compiler will allocate some memory addresses for the declared variable. In the first statement, I have declared a variable m. Basically, in 32-bit operating system, to store an integer value, it will allocate 4 memory addresses or 4 bytes of memory. Basically, size of one location is 1 byte. Okay. Now, in our case, for simplicity, we assume it is for integer value, we are going to assign single memory addresses. While compiler compiles this statement, for this variable m, it reserves a memory address. F001 is reserved for m, value of m is 10, 10 is stored in this memory address. While compiling the second statement, it declares a variable m1. So for m1, 1 byte of memory or 1 memory address is allocated or reserved. Third statement, it declares a pointer variable p. The star prefix specifies p is a pointer variable. For this pointer variable p also, it reserves a memory address. Okay. Next, I am going to write assignment statement to assign value for this p and m1 using the address operator. Okay. P is going to take, since p is a pointer variable, when we assign value to this pointer variable, we can assign a memory address. Okay. So I am going to assign memory address of this m. How to get memory address of this m? Okay, using memory address operator, I can get the memory address of m which is assigned to p. Okay. So what is memory address of m? What is the value of m? Value of m is 10. Memory address of this m is F001. That is assigned to pointer variable p. So F001 is assigned to this pointer variable. Next assignment statement is m1 is equal to star p. Okay, I am using this indirection operator in this assignment statement. What it specifies, first, what is the value of p? Value of p is F001. Pointer variable p is holding a memory address. This indirection operator is going to get the content of this F001. What is content of F001? Content of F001 is 10. Okay. So the memory address operator fetches the content of this memory address, that is 10. 10 is assigned to m1. Okay. Now m1 takes the value 10. And then I am going to write printf statement to print the value of memory addresses and values of m and m1. If these output statements are executed, let me check what would be our output. Take this first printf statement. It prints the value of m1. m1 is integer variable. So I have used this control string %d. What is content of m1? 10 will get printed. If I execute the next printf statement, okay, that is star p. So what is memory address pointed by p? It is F001. Okay, this star p will get content of this memory address F001. Content of this memory address F001 is 10. Okay, so 10 will get printed. Okay. When I execute this third printf statement, it prints star ampersand m. First, this ampersand m will get executed. That is, this memory address operator will fetch you address of m. What is address of m? Address of m is F001. Okay, and then if I apply indirection operator to this, it will fetch the content of F001. F001 content is 10. So the third printf statement will print the value 10. So when I execute the next printf statement, if I am printing memory address, basically memory address is a hexadecimal value. Okay, if I want to print hexadecimal value, control string should be %x, uppercase x or the lowercase x. Okay, then the hexadecimal value will be printed as such. If I use this control string %d or %u to print this hexadecimal value, it will convert the hexadecimal value into its corresponding decimal equivalent. It will print the decimal equivalent of this hexadecimal value. Okay, so when I am printing memory address, I may use the control string %x. Okay, so first what I am printing is, I am printing the memory address of m1. What is memory address of m1? It is F002. This memory address operator will fetch you address of this variable. Address of m is F001. Okay. And then the next statement prints the value of p. P is basically a pointer variable which contains a memory address. So I have used the control string %x. What is content of p? Content of p is a memory address F001. Okay. and then address of P. Okay. So basically this pointer variable has also assigned a memory address. Address of P is F003, content of P is F001. Okay, this memory address operator will fetch you address of P, that is F003. So these were all my outputs for this corresponding output statement. Null pointer is nothing but a pointer which points nothing. So when I declare a pointer variable with this declaration statement, P is a pointer variable. If I want to assign value to this pointer variable, normally I may assign a memory address. In case if I don't have any valid memory address to assign this pointer variable, in that case I may make use of this null. If pointer variable is holding this null value, then this pointer is a null pointer. Okay. And then if I have a function definition, secondly, if I have a function definition like this, test void f1 int star p1. Okay, so this is a function definition. Name of my function is f1. Okay, and then the parameter or argument of this function is pointer variable p1, that is argument for this function. P1 is a pointer variable. In case if I am calling this function using a function call statement, how to call this function? Name of the function. Okay, in this open and close parenthesis, we need to pass value to this parameter p1. In case if I don't have any valid memory address to be passed as value to this parameter, in that case I may pass the null pointer which is pointing nothing. That is, in that case I may pass this null pointer, that is P. Okay. So in function definition, as a argument, if I have a pointer variable, during the function call, if we need to pass value to this pointer variable, in case if we don't have valid memory address to be passed, in that case I will be passing the null pointer, which means it assigns nothing or null to this pointer variable p1. If I print the value of this null pointer using this printf statement, in case if I use control string %u, and then if I print the value of p, what it will print is, it will print the value 0. Normally this memory address are used by our operating system. Users are not allowed to use this memory addresses. Double pointer is pointer to pointer, or we may call this as chain pointer. Basically what your pointer variable contains a memory address. Your double pointer is going to contain memory address of a pointer variable. Okay, so this double pointer is going to contain memory address of a pointer variable. Like pointer variable which contains memory address, this double pointer also contains memory address of not the variables but the pointer variables. Let me explain this with an example program. In the declaration section, I am going to declare 3 variables, that is I is an integer variable, value assigned for I is 10, and then a pointer variable, that is star p. The star prefix specifies p is a pointer variable, and a double pointer. Okay, this double star prefix specifies this pp as a pointer variable. When compiler compiles these statements, it reserves memory addresses for the declared variable. For this I, it reserves a memory address. In the memory address, it assigns the value 10. Okay, for this pointer variable p, it reserves a memory address. For this double pointer pp, it reserves a memory address. Okay, and then I need to write 2 assignment statement. Assignment statement using memory address operator and indirection operator. That is P is equal to ampersand I, okay, and then PP. Basically, P is a pointer variable which is going to hold memory address of a variable. So, memory address of this variable I is assigned to P. Okay, if I want to assign value P to this double pointer PP, I may assign memory address of a pointer variable. Here, which is pointer variable? P is my pointer variable. I am assigning memory address of this pointer variable P to this PP. When these two assignment statements are executed, memory address of I is assigned to P. What is memory address of I? Memory address of I is F001, value of I is 10. That is, memory address of I, F001 is assigned to P. Now, F001 is assigned to P. While executing this statement, memory address of pointer variable P. Okay, so what is pointer variable? P is my pointer variable. What is content of P? That is F001. What is memory address of this P? That is F002. Memory address of P, that is F002, is assigned to this double pointer PP. So F002 is assigned to this double pointer. So I am going to write 3 printf statement. Printf %d. This indirection operator is going to get the integer content, so control string is %d. Okay, and then printf %d star p. Okay, and then printf. Okay, so we need to find out what is the control string. If I use this star pp, what is content of pp? Content of pp is a memory address. Okay, so I will use this control string %x. So let me check what is output when I execute these 3 printf statement. First printf statement prints the star of p. Okay, that is, what is p? P is a pointer variable. What is content of this p? Content of this p is F001. Okay, and then if I apply indirection operator to this F001, it gets the value of this F001. What is value of F001? 10. So it prints the value 10. Okay, when I execute the second printf statement, p is a pointer variable. Okay, so what is content of this pointer variable? Of course, the memory address F001. Okay, so first it applies the first indirection operator. It is going to get content of this. Sorry, a small correction here. If I apply this double indirection operator, this double indirection operator can be applied for double pointer. Here my pp is my double pointer. Okay, let me check what is output if I execute the second printf statement. First, it takes the content of pp. Content of pp is F002. Okay, so the first indirection operator will fetch you content of this F002. Okay, the first indirection operator will fetch you the content of this F002. What is content of F002? It is again a memory address F001. Okay, so again if I apply this indirection operator to this F001, it fetches the content of F001. Content of F001 is 10. So it prints the value 10. Okay, so when I execute the last printf statement, how it will execute? First, it takes the content of this double pointer pp. What is content of this double pointer pp? It is F002. Okay, this indirection operator will fetch you the content of this F002. What is content of this F002? F001. So it prints the memory address F001. Since I am printing the memory address, I have used this control string %x. Okay, so basically what is a double pointer? Double pointer is a pointer to pointer or a chain of pointer. if I declare double pointer, it is going to hold memory address of another pointer variable. So while assigning value to this double pointer, I have assigned the memory address of this pointer variable p. Okay. So I may use this double indirection operator to get the content of the memory address which is holded by this double pointer.